Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the monthly card readings for each sign. If you enjoy these free readings, you can show your support by donating or purchasing some of my many wares. If you can't afford to purchase anything, you can still show your support by subscribing, thumbs-upping, sharing, or take a second to click on one of the ads. Thank you in advance for your continued support, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now on to the reading. Hello Capricorn, thanks for joining me for the February 2016 Tarot Scopes with Animal Totem. The tarot we'll be using is the Hanson Roberts, and the Animal Totem is from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are my own creation, along with my book here, Tarot in the Modern World. You can find out all that stuff by looking up here in the info section. There it is. Well, there should be a little dot there with the eye, and you can find out how to order all that stuff, okay? If you're interested. Alrighty, what's going on for Capricorn in February anyway? Oh, that's way too many cards. I'm just going to pull that one. That was like 10 cards. That's too many to pull out at one time. Okay, here's a couple more. Okay. Capricorn, February 2016. I heard somebody, I think it was Kelly Rosano. It's Sweet 16. I like that. I'm going to use that too. Sweet 16, 2000. February. Capricorn. Let's see. What's the haps here? What is the haps? Oh, this is a bunch of them. How about we grab these two? Okay. There we go. Alright, well, Justice was the first card out, so that's a good one. Justice, in a real general sense, just means justice will be done. And it can refer to all sorts of. It can be, you know, karmatic justice, or it could even be kind of like they're going to get theirs, you know. A lot of justice I really do associate it with just like letting it go. Justice will be done. If any of you are in the throes of some kind of legal thing, though, this could really be something really cool for you. Like it would say, like a legal thing could go in your favor, and it often does refer to legal matters. Court case, contracts, documents, deeds, wills, you know, all this sort of stuff falls under the realm of justice. The thing that's a little weird about it is that there's the Page of Pentacles in reverse right by it. I always say all the young dudes carry the news. The Page of Pentacles carries the news of money. And when the page is upright, money's coming to you. When in reverse, it usually means that there's a delay, or it's not coming as quickly as you like, and in some cases it could be that it's not quite as much as you'd hoped for. But I feel like whatever it is, it's a good thing, because Star is right here. Star is like, whew, spirits, angels, and guides. You got a lot. You got the three major psychic cards, more or less. Star, which is spirit guides and angels. Moon, which is dreams and intuition. And the High Priestess, which is also intuition and the psychic. It's the card of the psychic or the seer. So I want to say that your intuition is probably going to be really right on this month. So you need to listen and trust that inner intuition. And also, with Star right by Moon, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. You're going to get some stuff, you're going to get some downloads via your dreams here. And that, boy, that star on that thing is really standing out to me. So I feel like you need to get out at night too, under the stars. Or look at the stars out your window before you go to bed or something. Because it almost feels like enlightenment's going to be beamed down to you or something. It just feels like, wow. Yeah, so delay either in this, or maybe not as much as you want. But if it's not as much as you want, I would not be worried about it with Star here. Everything is righteous. Everything is right with Justice and Star. And this is like, it's all right. And Star also says that you're on your path. You really are on your path. And you're on the good road here. You're on a good road to achieve whatever you're meant to have for your highest good, you know. And sometimes that's a kind of the best, kind of affirmations. What I've said before, you don't put too many obstacles on it. I want this particular thing. Just say whatever's my. Be open. Be open, because sometimes Spirit has things in store for you that are way better than anything you could cook up in your brain there. King of Cups going to be somebody cool and important. Good person. Favorable for you, right? May have something to do with all this money stuff coming into you. Because there's money below. There's money above, money below. A lot of financial things. I mean, I'm not ruling out romantic for those of you that are looking or involved with somebody. If you never saw my readings, know that this whenever there's a court card, which is in this case the King of Cups, Kings, Queens, that kind of stuff, I don't assign gender in the general readings, okay? So even though he is a king, he may be, it could be female. It could be now in the time of Pisces, because we're going to be in the time of Pisces after the 19th. So it may be talking about the time of Pisces when this is going down. One of the things about the king, whether male or female, is that they are a king. They're not a page. They're not an apprentice. They're a king. They've achieved some level of maturity, some level of mastery. Okay. Also, the King of Cups is emotional. There's emotional content there. That's why a lot of times it is a lover or somebody. The thing about it is, you guys are totally on the same page here. With this High Priestess and the King together like this, you are so on the same page. This stuff, when you get this kind of cards near a person, it says you got that vibe. Like you got that unspoken vibe. You can communicate together, you know, without words, you know. And you're kind of just on the same page. The other thing is, this could be somebody you're dreaming about. This could be a love person that you're having dreams about and they're coming in, or you have had dreams about in the past. Like if there's something familiar about them, did I ever dream about you or something? It could be like that. It could also be somebody, the energy of somebody's passed on. This just not really that person. I'm not picking that up too strongly that this is somebody. I feel like this is somebody who's alive in the earth. But these two cards together was another thing I forgot to mention, is that I think for a lot of you, some spirit guide or somebody who's passed on is trying to come to you through a dream. And your spirit guides as well, plus somebody maybe who's passed over. Things are coming, you know, there was some disappointment. I mean, you have to look at, there was Ten of Swords in the spread, although in reverse, this is some kind of, you know, you were hurt or there was some issues here. And you were struggling down here and it really wasn't working out for you. And there was fighting, but notice these are all in reverse here. All these bad cards are in reverse. So it either means like that's over now, or it will be during this month. Or, well, I think it's over now, period. Or it either is going to be or already is over. And it's just like this new chapter, and this justice really has a lot to do with it, I feel. You know, many of you are going to get a new job down here. That Ace of Pentacles right with the other one here, Four of Pentacles. I keep wanting to say Page of Pentacles, and he's in here too. He's up there. So there does seem to be new money coming in, and this guy might have something to do with that too. You know, it certainly seems like it. Either he has something to do with it, guy, girl, whatever. Again, little reminder. Either they have something to do with it, or they it kind of shows up at the same time. You know. He kind of shows up, or maybe this is somebody that you do meet through some kind of new work or gig or financial situation here, right? The funny thing is that you do have Judgment in reverse. That is a card of having to pay karmic debts. But note that how it lines up with this card in particular. And I always look at what it points at, and it's really just pointing all the way off the screen here, you know, all the way off the spread. So this, whatever this thing was here, you know, this card showing up in the reading just tells us that there was some karmic stuff going on here. You know, this was some karmic thing that you had to endure, and you can move on from it now. Many of you are getting new money, though, coming in through some justice. The last thing I want to say about this before we do the animal totem is, and some of you say you don't like me tap my fingers, but it's kind of my way of like pulling stuff in. I keep forgetting to tell people that. When I'm going like this, I'm like trying to get it up from the air down here to my body. If that makes any sense. But that's why I do that. I'm like trying to grab it out of the ethers up here and bring it, get it down here on the earth plane so I can tell you about it. Alright? Half the time I don't even realize I do it. I'm always tapping my fingers and I don't even realize I do it. But when I'm doing it in the reading, I'm trying to pull that energy in or get clear on what I'm trying to say. Many of you are going to have some new money, but also this could be, if there is some kind of new job, maybe it does involve legal papers. That might be part of the new job. Or, you know, there may be legal papers that have to be signed for this to happen, this new beginning in money. Or maybe it's contract work, you know. So there's a lot of different kind of ways that could turn around. I want to do this animal totem for you guys. Hey, if you guys are into animal totems and that kind of thing, You've got to check out this month's episode of Creative Spirit. I'm so stoked I got to interview Miss Lynn Andrews, who is one of my all-time favorite metaphysical teachers, had such an impact on me early on, back like in the 80s. And if you've never heard of her, you've got to check her out, period. But check out the interview. I'm so honored and proud that I was able to interview her on Creative Spirit this month. And also, for the time being, I'm not doing any predictive tarot readings. I've just got the, that I always do, the soul reading through your chart, which is not predictive. It's good forever, though. It's actually really deep, and it's pretty cool. It's more about what you're doing here, why you've been here. I send you the JPEG and a private video. And I am working on my own tarot decks, so that's kind of why, too, I don't want to take on any appointment readings right now. I'm just, soon I'll be doing the readings with my own deck. Probably a couple more months yet, but I'm really wanting to spend as much time as I can working on that deck, and I'm really excited about how it's coming out. Okay, so Capricorn, what's your animal totem for the month of February? Snake. Alright, just in case I forget to post it in later, edit it in, take a look, freeze frame it if you need to. Look at it. Because when I made this deck, I always wanted to be, that there's stuff going on that you can, the new one's the tarot deck's going to be so cool. There's so much cool stuff to look at. But I wanted to be like there's, stuff you can look at to get information. Okay, these first four are just snake gods and goddesses. I'm not even sure how to pronounce half of them. Quetzalcoatl, Shisha, Seraph, Ophion, Kundalini activation, carnal knowledge, portal to awakening primal chi medicine, the new you is emerging. So this is always a card of transformation to the snake, because they shed their skin and all that stuff, right? But if this is a romantic thing for some of you, that Kundalini stuff, snake's definitely sexual. It's totally a sexual thing. So that could be too. I think that's going to be true for a lot of you. I think things are really turning around. And for a lot of you, I think this is really coming from listening to your intuition. I think that this is, because there's an emotional connection to this person, whether they're a lover or not. You're really in tune with each other. You really can kind of key in, and you're really on the same page. And maybe that hasn't been your experience in the past, but it's going to be now. One last thing too, if this is some kind of legal thing and they're offering less to settle than you really wanted, this is saying take it. Take the money and run, okay? Okay, hey Capricorn, thank you guys all for everything you do to support my channel, the donations, all that stuff. If you want to subscribe, there's a button right down there on the screen. You can hit subscribe, or if you want to follow me on Facebook, I do have a Facebook page. And one thing I'm doing on the Facebook page that's only for Facebook is I'm posting once a week one of my animal totem cards for everybody. So you might want to check that out. But the best way is always hit subscribe down here. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, donating, everything you do to help me out. I really appreciate it. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great February, and I'll see you next time.